So I'm a pre-K teacher now,
Mm.
and I deal with a lot of those pandemic babies. And what I've noticed about a lot of them is millennials were shitty parents because we well, we're millennials. We were at that cusp where it's like we're always told, you know, we're the reason like everything's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like these new kids don't realize that, we have that. So
Yeah.
then the parenting methods I've seen lately, I'm like, what is going on? What are we doing here? Because it's like I'm not a parent and I can't speak on anybody who parents. Like I can't say don't parent your kids this way, don't do this, because I'm not a parent myself. But what I will say is like I'm technically a mom from 9 to 5.
Right.
I'm watching your kid, I'm seeing how your kid is acting. I know I know certain things about your kid that you probably don't realize is happening. And it's because you're not you're not fixing it.
Yeah, they're not
We're so
disciplining.
busy.
Yeah.
We're so busy. We're so busy going to our 9 to 5 and being the lawyers and being the CEO executives and stuff like that, that we don't realize that sometimes we have to actually sit down with the younger generation and be like, it's going to be better for you guys. Don't worry. Because millennials, we're so like, we're making the future better. And then we have Gen Z who are like, fuck the future. We don't give a fuck. We're going to smoke weed and be gay, which is cool because we made that path for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going on a rant. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm Generation X, so I see the difference. And I was out with my cousin that is a millennial and her daughter, that's like the kid's 3 or 4. And the whole time she's like, do you want that? Are you okay? Are you going to eat that? Oh, good. Are you? And she was like she was helicoptering the whole time. And me, this is my generation, and people might be, I was like, hey, you need the chicleta?
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, oh, she doesn't know what she is. I go, she doesn't know what the chicleta is. And I have 2 kids. One is I have a millennial daughter, actually. And then because I started very young, very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't look old because I'm Latina, of course. And then I have the generation, what's it, Z now?
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, and she was the wild one, the Generation Z, the millennial, the chancleta. And I had to tell my cousin, I go, you see my younger daughter? She didn't get the chancleta. She goes, we don't do that in our house. We don't do. She's telling her daughter, what choices are we making today? And I said, you know what choices turn into? Choices turn into, do we want house arrest or serve jail time? That's what choices turn into. Like,
here's my stance on discipline.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not a parent, so I can't speak on this, but you do give a child an option. Sometimes, like we call it the cozy corner. It's technically timeout, but we can't say timeout nowadays.
You can't say timeout now? What the hell?
It's not a positive word, apparently. I'm like, okay.
No, my God. Is jail a positive word? Like, that's what they need to realize.
So here's the thing. When they are younger, you are conditioning them.
Yeah.
You're telling them, this is what happens when you do X, Y, and Z, right? But they're on TUV. They're not even at those letters yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like as a parent, as if I were a parent, I would see my child, see what's going on, try to fix it. If they go against that, then that's when the discipline happens. I'm pretty much like, all right, you want to act out? Cool. Take away the phone. Take away the iPad. That doesn't work out. You want to be even more worse? Cool. Now you have to deal with me hitting you. Because it comes to the point where it's like, I have to physically hurt you in order for you to get it through your head that you can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only, I feel like that would be only for like the adolescents.
Yeah.
When they're toddlers, I don't believe in disciplining with the chancleta or anything, because they're babies. They're still molding. They don't know the difference between wrong and right. So when you're at an age of like 10 to 17, you know what's wrong and right.
Yeah.
That's when all the discipline should be happening.
Yeah.
But when they're younger than that, I personally feel like it would be too much. Like, you don't know anything that's going on, so you're trying to go along with the flow. But like, it's just, I don't believe in hitting younger kids, like toddlers and stuff like that. And maybe just because I have a classroom of like 22 kids that I control all the time. With this,
that's a lot.
yeah, with this, I could literally just be like, hello, and they would literally just stop everything. And that's because I've gained that trust in them.
Mm-hmm.
They know that my classroom is a safe space and they could have fun. But some things have to be done before we do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm a firm believer in not hitting your kids younger, unless you get like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a horrible kid. I was. I used to do the worst things ever. I used to throw myself on the ground in like bodegas and stuff when I didn't get toys and stuff like that. And my mom used to drag me out by my hair. And I think that's why I have the mindset where like I don't want to hit my kids, if I have any, at a younger age, because I'm traumatized from that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Sometimes the talk before we're talking, but sometimes the talk before, I think that's what needs to be addressed now with society. The talk before, when you go out, like, hey, we're going to go out, you're going to behave. If you misbehave when you come back home, you're not going to get this. Like, that talk beforehand, that's important. And that's what parents like. That's where my cousin should have done. She's doing the talk when we're eating, and the kid is just minding the business. And then but she was like, too much, my cousin. She was like, do you want this? Do you want that? Here, do you want this juice? Do you want that? Like, God damn, let the kid breathe. And then when
sometimes that helicopter behavior makes the kids worse.
Oh, it was making me worse. Like, chill out. And then what was funny is I'm the next day, I think, but my cousin's in Florida, and 2 days later, I'm on the bus. And then there's a lady with a 2-year-old, and the little boy is quiet, right? And then all of a sudden, the little boy's quiet. He's being very good. He's not crying. He's not nothing. All of a sudden I hear, do you want your Cheerios? Do you want this? Do you want your juice box? How do you want this? Do you want that? And I'm like, the boy he ain't even.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I wanted to tell the mom, me and him just want to chill out on the bus and look out the window and just zone out. Like, can you leave it alone? Like, this mom was like, do you want your juice box? Do you want your Cheerios? Do you want your snacks? No, we want to just sit there and zone out for a moment. You know how you go on the bus or the train, and, I could tell the kid too wanted to zone out. We wanted to
You just want to chill out and relax.
Yeah, like, let the kid relax.
Yeah, helicopter moms really be ruining it.
Yeah.
I deal with a few where I have to constantly be like, I think it's okay you let him fall every now and then.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to learn how to get back up if you're always being picked up. Like, you have to let go of the leash.
Yeah.
If that makes metaphorical leash. Yeah.
Yeah.